The courtroom smelled like old paper and polished wood. And as I raised my right hand to swear an oath, my sister wouldn't look at me. That was when I knew before a single word was spoken that she believed I would break. She thought I would falter under the weight of family pressure, the history between us, the quiet expectations that I should protect her. She was wrong. Growing up, my sister had always been the louder one, the kind who filled rooms with confidence, who borrowed without asking and returned things broken or not at all. I was a careful one. I kept journals, saved receipts, documented everything. Our parents used to joke that she'd talk her way out of trouble while I built a case file. No one imagined how prophetic that would become after our mother passed. Grief turned into logistics, paperwork, accounts, the family house. I trusted my sister when she said she'd help handle things. She had always been better with people, she said. I didn't question her when documents appeared already signed. I didn't think twice when she reassured me everything was legal. She was my sister. Why would I? 6 months later, I received a notice from a bank I'd never visited about a loan I'd never taken. My name, my signature, perfectly written to perfectly written. My hands shook as I compared it to my own. Something was off. The curve of the letters, the pressure marks, close, but not mine. I confronted her quietly, hoping there was some mistake. She laughed, waved it away, told me I was being dramatic. That laugh stayed with me. The investigation moved faster than I expected. Once the word forgery was spoken out loud, things hardened, lines were drawn. Family stopped calling me. I was told I was overreacting, that I was ruining everything. My sister hired a lawyer, a good one. I hired patience. I didn't scream. I didn't accuse her publicly. I let her build her story. She claimed I'd signed willingly, that I'd forgotten, that stress had clouded my memory. She said it with such certainty that for a moment, even I wondered if I'd imagined the doubt. But every night I opened my safe. Inside was a folder I had kept since my 20s, old contracts, letters, copies of my real signature across decades. I knew who I was when the trial date arrived. My sister walked into the courtroom dressed in confidence. She smiled at people. She avoided me. Her lawyer painted her as a devoted daughter who had only tried to keep things together. I was described as distant, emotional, unreliable. I listened without reacting. Silence can be disarming. Then it was my turn. The bailiff called my name, and I stepped onto the witness stand. My heart beat steadily. I had rehearsed this moment not in words, but in resolve. I answered the basic questions: my name, my relationship, my occupation. Then the documents were brought out, the forged contract enlarged on a screen behind me. My sister finally looked up, a small, confident smirk playing at her lips. The lawyer asked me if I recognized this signature. I said yes. He asked if it was mine. I said no. There was a murmur in the room. He leaned forward, pressed me harder, suggested stress, grief, confusion. I listened. Then I reached into my bag and asked the judge for permission to present my own evidence. The judge nodded. I placed the original documents on the stand. Not copies, originals, old ink, real paper, contracts from years before, each with my authentic signature. I explained calmly how I'd always signed slightly slanted. Light pressure on the last letter, a habit from signing too fast in college. Then I held up the forged one, same name, different soul. The room changed. The forensic analyst testified next. He pointed out microscopic hesitations in the forged signature. Stops where a hand had paused to imitate instead of flow, pressure. Marks that didn't match mine, patterns that couldn't be unseen once explained. My sister's lawyer objected, but the damage was already done when my sister took the stand. She unraveled quietly, no shouting, just small inconsistencies, dates that didn't line up, explanations that contradicted earlier statements. She glanced at me once, eyes sharp with disbelief. I didn't look away. The verdict didn't come with drama, just words, liability, fraud, consequences. Outside the courthouse, reporters asked how it felt to testify against my own sister. I told them the truth. It felt like choosing myself for the first time. Family dinners are quieter now, some chairs are empty, some bridges burn themselves. But my name is mine again, my life is mine again. And when I think back to that moment, on the witness stand, holding the truth in my hands, I don't feel anger, I feel free. If you want to hear more stories like this, stay close, there's always another truth waiting.